Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Y'all give me a minute. I'm trying some new things, and in the process, I may see give people time to come in. Let me see what I got going on. There's links in the description boxes, so you should check those out. There's links in the description box. Okay, I'm gonna try to be more active on here. So there's links in the description box. Check out all of those links. Thank you. All right. And first of all, I'd like to say this is a pro-black space. No matter where I'm at, I'm for my people first. If you have a problem with that, then this is not the place for you. I don't hate anyone. I just love my people and I see a need. There's nothing wrong with me catering to my own people. Just like it ain't nothing wrong for the Chinese getting Chinatowns catering to their own people. There's nothing wrong for the Germans getting German towns catering for their own people. There's nothing wrong with white folk with all these towns catering to their own people. So if you got a problem with this being a pro-black space, then move on. Unsubscribe, thumb it down, whatever it is you got to do. Let's just not play games. All right, let me give you a warm up to the music, and then I'll be back. All right, family. I'm just giving it a time to catch up so I can see if my screen is being shared. Okay, yes, it's being shared. All right. Thank you for the new subscriptions and the welcome. Those of you moderators, I appreciate your help, your work. Let me see. I don't know where I'm gonna start at. I'm just giving some things that I got pulled up. I'm gonna give you the video first. I'm gonna shock you first. I'm gonna give you the video first. That's what I'm gonna do. Now remember, look in your description boxes. Okay, you see what it says. You see right here. But this is our Africa Diaspora News channel. Okay, I'm gonna cue it up a little bit. This is on YouTube, African Diaspora News channel, and this is Dr. Jamel Harold Sims. So she's a doctor. I want y'all to listen to this and put together the missing pieces, because we are in the land of our enemies. All these people do is lie and kill us.
Greetings, family. I'm Dr. Jamel Harold Sims, and I'm a proud contributor to the African Diaspora News Network. Please make sure you click like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the little bell so that you know each time we upload a new video. Today, this commentary is going to be very difficult for me to give, but it needs to be known. So please excuse me if I seem a little emotional, but when I explain this story to you, I don't see how you cannot feel anything, especially if you are a parent. So I was contacted by Robert and Joy Lisby of Fort Peters, Florida. They have a set of twins. One of the twins, Israel, was 1 year old, was having shortness of breath. So Joy, the mother, contacted her husband and said, something's going on with the baby. We need to get him to a hospital. So the baby was rushed to Longwood Regional Medical Center. And when they arrived, the parents were told that the hospital worked on their baby for 55 minutes, and he did not survive. They put the sheet over him and informed the parents of their baby's passing. But 12 minutes later, they later came back and told the parents that he was in stable condition. They moved the baby upstairs, I guess, to a neonatal ICU ward. They sent them upstairs. And so the mother had a lot of questions, as to why they were, what was going on and how could they pronounce him dead, and, just a lot of questions. I would if I were a parent. So they moved the baby upstairs, and they told her they were going to sedate the baby so the baby wouldn't be in pain. Now, she stated that she was able to see her child, and the child had some movement, and she was holding the baby's hands. And so if he's in stable condition, why does he need to be sedated? So she's asking questions. And so they told her so he wouldn't be in pain. 3 hours later, now she's asking questions. What's going on with my baby? What do you think it is? Why are you sedating him? Why did you pronounce him dead? Why did you give, something's not right. It's not sounding right to me. And the security guard came up to her 3 hours later. She's in the hospital. Her husband leaves to go check on the other children. And security told her that she had to leave the hospital because of her tone. That's what they always say about us Black women, our tone. And she was like, what tone? What have I done? I'm just asking questions. Well, she's asking too many questions. So security came and they brought an officer and they kicked her out. Or her husband came, kicked them both out. And they were told that DCFS was contacted and that they would be going to court in the morning. And they're like, why is DCFS contacted? What's going on? Keep in mind that they informed me that there is a genetic something, in their family, and they had already lost a child to something similar. So they go home and they're told they're going to be in court the next morning. But at 3 a.m., she said, the marshals or SWAT and DCFS came knocking on their door. They removed her children. They searched her house. And so they found nothing wrong. They took her children and told them that they had a temporary restraining order placed on them by the hospital. Now, this was on April 30th, 8:15 in the morning. The hospital has a temporary restraining order on them, but they're saying that the parents are not suspects. They're not suspected any foul play, but they restrained them from the hospital. So May 4th, this is 2021, the baby's sent to the funeral home. They just want to lay their child to rest. The funeral director warned that an autopsy was done on the child. And the parents were informed that the baby's eyes, he said, I've got to warn you about your child, how the child looks. They said the baby's eyes were gone, they were removed. The brain was removed. All the organs were removed. And so Mrs. Lisby stated that it looked like they had sewn their child up with a rope. Now, this was a story that it's hard to believe. I'm going to admit, it's hard to believe, but then really considering how they've done us throughout history, it's not hard to believe. So she said that she saw her son and that the baby's eyes were gone. The brain was gone. All the organs were gone. And there was no toe tag to identify her child with. And there was no organ list. And so she's asking, where are her child's organs? And they, for 6 or 7 months, have been trying to get the pathology report, but they keep being told it's not ready. They have a change.org petition asking for signatures so that they can get this information and find out what's going on with their child. What happened, actually, he's been laid to rest. But what happened to their child? Now, I'm going to tell you, I was getting ready to do this segment, and I needed to know, I need to make sure of the name of the parents. So I went on and looked, and I saw the pictures. They asked me if I want to see the pictures because they say a lot of people don't believe them. Then they see the pictures, they're very disturbed. People don't know what to say. People just back up. I didn't want to see the pictures. I'm a parent. I'm a mother, and I didn't want to see it. But I wasn't. I was just trying to make sure I had some information correct as far as their name. And I saw the pictures. They were there, and it's very disturbing. It's very, very, very disturbing. I've seen a lot of things in my 3 careers, but I've not seen anything like that. I'm not a baby. Brothers and sisters, this is not the only situation going on. There are so many situations. And what's happening is some situations you wouldn't know. People are reaching out to me. Please don't inundate me with a lot of stories, too many stories, because I'm a busy person. But if there's something that I really think that we need to know about, we needed to know about this. Listen, family. Where are Israel's organs? What really happened? How do you pronounce a child deceased and then 12 minutes later he's warmed up and he comes back? You're a hospital. You're supposed to know when everything shuts down. That's why you have all those machines. That's why you spend 22 years in college, in medical school, doing internships, masters, bachelors. This is why you have all that. I'm going to say this to you, family. Number one is in medical schools, and I have a few friends who are medical doctors. They actually do teach that we can handle pain better than anyone else. And this is why you sit in the hospital in pain and they don't want to give you any pain medication. Yet when Zungu gets in pain, they get the medication and they turn around and get addicted to the medication. I've said it before, I'll say it again. In fact, this is just going to have to be my permanent background because we are people of sight and symbolism, and seeing is believing. You see all these natural, from the Most High Yah's medicinal properties, herbs, teachers, all that. 2020 has taught us that we can't trust everything we hear. Listen, this was hard for me to believe. We can't trust everything. We can't put our trust in people who, number one, as Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, you can't expect the people that don't treat you right to teach you right. We have been lied to. We have been used as cadavers while we're still breathing. This is historical fact. Historical fact. I can name several cases. How do you think we got some of this surgery that we have? Who do you think were the lab rats? Brothers and sisters. Stop playing games with each other. Stop hating each other. Stop trying to be what you're not. Chase the bag, cool. Why don't you chase your health? Why don't you find, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. I'm not shocked that they would take the child's organs, because I know they steal. How do you think we got all these cures? Henrietta Lacks. They didn't ask permission to take any of her cells. The Gila cell, look it up. They didn't ask to take Henrietta Lacks cells. They took her cells, used them, created all these constituents to heal human beings. Not once did they compensate her family. To this day, not once, in the name of science. Brothers and sisters, you better keep your eye on these medical professionals. You better keep your eye. You better know the reputation of a hospital that your child's. I know when it's an emergency, you got to do what you got to do. But if you don't ask questions, let me tell you why they do us like that. Because we often, and this happens, I'm talking to you people who think that, you can trust the government, or you can trust this, you can trust that. You trust nothing. Trust nothing. Listen, people. Our problem is that we scream and holler, they throw us a bone, and then we shut up. Hush money. A lot of hush money. We're going to give you this because we know you're poor and struggling. Keep your mouth shut. This couple says they have been harassed. This couple says they don't. There's a lot they said. I don't want to say on here, but I'm going to say this. They need our support. Where are our attorneys besides Ben Crump? Where are our attorneys that are not afraid to fight? We are so afraid of these folk that we'll sit there and let them do whatever they want to us. And it's been going on for 500 years. And this is why we're still in this condition. We're really not much. The only difference between us now and in the 50s and in the 30s, they're still lynching us. Medical apartheid. The only difference is we have more money and we have education. We can live where we want to live, but we are still being dogged out. Better watch that allyship, that performance allyship. People who say they're allies and really are not. You better watch everybody. Keep your head on a swivel, family. I need to decompress after seeing what I saw. I need to get it out of my head. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next time, may the Most High bless you, keep you well, keep you safe. Shalom.
All right,
colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today,
all right, I apologize for the feedback. I tried to access the device I tried to go into the stream from another device, and that was the feedback. But that video is on African Diaspora News Channel. You see the logo right here. Or you could type this in yourself and follow YouTube from there. Let me see. See what I typed in up here, but let me continue. Let me continue on. All right, now. All right, I want to show you that some of y'all may not believe that these devils will do what they do. Here's another case that recently happened. Okay, it was a black couple decided to have a child at home. The mother ran into problems. They went to the hospital, and then they didn't want the hospital. Let me just go into it, giving them medical services that they didn't want. So they went home, and the hospital sent the police to their home. But we supposed to trust these devils. All right. Let me see. Police endangered a newborn baby during a wellness check. These folks ain't nothing but devils. All right. You see the it says Zane Murdoch, that's who wrote it. July 30, 2021. I know I told you it recently. All right. On June 27th, engaged couple, Kayla Love and Corey Jones, prepared to deliver their first child at home. And ain't nothing wrong with that. When this beast hit, you're not going to no hospital. If you believe in your Bible, you need to start being prepared for what's coming. You're not going to no hospital unless you sell your soul. That's what the Bible says. All right. They decided to complete other services with a black private physician. So they didn't want the hospital to do everything. They wanted to switch to a black physician, and which is their right. All right. Unfortunately, that right was not respected. They don't respect black folks. They don't care nothing about us. They're skin in your face and deceive you. That's what they did to the native. They come skinning and grinning. Next thing you know, your people are dead and they control everything. That's a crash course of history. All right, now, that night, Los Angeles police officers showed up to their door between 10 to 15 officers. So you need that many police for a wellness check of 2 people and a baby. No, that's just a raid. That's what that is. That's what it is, a raid. You don't need 10 to 15. You don't need an army for a man, a woman, and a baby. Let's call it what it is. Came up in our home pointing guns at me while I'm holding the baby, exclaimed Jones. What is video at? I'm gonna see can I find that video. The video was out here. I didn't think to get the video before I started, but nevertheless. All right, apparently it was a health and wellness check to investigate the safety. You ain't investigating no safety. If it's a wellness check, why you got your guns drawn out? If you come there to check on the welfare of the child, why you got your guns out? There was no crime committed. You have no reason to have your weapons drawn out unless you are ready for warfare and you're ready to kill. Now, let me see. Apparently it was a health well, but it was safer. A physician allowed a new mother to go home or a police drawing a gun, which is safe. Okay. Also, Love and Jones' choice wasn't unsafe at all. That's right. These white devils need to get in their place. They need to mind their own business. You need to worry about your own people strung out here dying. That's what you need to worry about. You need to fix this economy. That's what you need to worry about. Get out of our business and tend to your own. Now, in the U.S., black moms are 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy, but these devils want us to allow them full control over our lives, over our wives, and over our children. Now, from pregnancy complications than white ones. And it's not because of genetics. It's a dangerous healthcare disparity that affects even the wealthiest of us, like Serena Williams. Yeah, she almost died. But somehow we supposed to just trust these devils. And you white folks that got a problem with this, you're the problem. You wouldn't allow this to happen to you, but you okay with it happening to us. Now, in the U.S., black moms are 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy complications than white ones, even the babies. And it's not because of genetics. It's a dangerous health. Okay, I read that. There are more black women choosing home birth, and I wonder why, especially during the C-19 pandemic. The criminal, legal, and healthcare system don't care about it. Let me see if I find this video. I just remembered it was a video. Let me see if I find a video. Let me see. It was a video about this raid. I don't see it. I don't see it. But it was a video of this incident where they had the gun. Hold on. Let me see if this is. It's 28 minutes. I don't want to do no 28 minutes. Let me see. Maybe I can scrub fast forward through the video. Maybe I can fast forward through the video. If it's 28 minutes, I'm not going to do 28 minutes. You could go to this yourself, though. No, this is something else. This is Hispanic people. Okay. But it was a video. Maybe I had to do a follow-up. I don't know. Let me type in video. Let me type in June. Happened around June. Still getting nothing. All right, nevertheless, I'm going to have to move on. Maybe they took it down. Maybe they took it down. All right, let me go back, see what this is going to get. Oh, this is images. Let's see what video got. Let me see. All right, I can't find it. Let me get back on track here. Let me try one more thing. Welfare check. I'm going to just have to move on. This look like. All right, let me get back on track here. I done got off. Let me see here. I'm just showing you articles. Alarming number of children killed for black market organ trade. I want you to do your own research. All right. So it's a thing. Notice I don't never hear nothing about no black market organ harvesting busts. I don't never hear about no busts. No raids. Think about that. The silence speak volumes. All right. Let me read about this child here. Jason Smith organs missing. Black lives lost. Okay. This happened in 2011. All right. What happened to 14-year-old Jason Smith in Eros, Louisiana, June 6, 2011? Did he drown or was he murdered and his organs stolen? So if he drowned, you have to explain how did he get his organs out after he drowned? He was found with his organs missing. Sound familiar? Okay. Now, according to white leadership, according to white law enforcement, according to white media, black folks done figured out how to kill ourselves and harvest our own organs. According to white people, we done figured out how to do that. We done figured out how to kill ourselves and harvest our organs, harvest our own organs. We done figured out how to do that. According to white folks. If you don't like it, it's your people that's doing it. Why ain't you over there asking them questions? It's amazing how devils are covered for evil. Won't ask questions, won't question the information, won't research the information, but the first thought in their mind is to get mad because somebody's speaking about what's been done to us. That's the first thought. All right, now, the World Health Organization reported that over 7,000 kidneys are harvested illegally and annually. Okay, if the World Health Organization knows this, okay, why don't you hear about them shutting down these organ harvesting mills if they know about it? How do they know? Think about it. Okay. 14-year-old Jason Smith was found dead June 6, 2011. Smith's death was ruled a drowning. Okay, he ruled by drowning, but what happened to his organs? See, we've had to start kicking up dust. What happened to his organs? How you going to rule it a drowning? Same thing, Jelani Day. Same thing, Jelani Day. Right here. Same thing right here. Investigate the investigators. That's Jelani Day right there and his mother. He got his brain missing. Notice they said that baby, in that video, that first video, that the newborn baby eyes were missing and brains missing. The first report said Jelani's eyes were missing and his brains was missing. The first report. All right, I didn't say nothing because there's conflicting reports. That's why I didn't mention it in this video. But let me get back over here. All right. Here's another one. All right. Okay, rule of drowning by accident. And by the way, that website I just showed you, the link is in the description. That website I just went to, the link is in the description box. Check all of them out. All right. Okay. Accident by the coroner's report in Eros, Louisiana. Despite all of his vital organs missing. Okay. Smith's family are convinced that he was killed by local KKK members. However, the complete lack of investigation, I wonder why. They probably in the police department into the most unusual of death. So you got a bunch of strange death going on. Look, bunch of strange death going on, but it's a lack of investigation. Sound like the wolves is doing the investigating. But all right, let me move on. I'm going to just scroll on. You can see what it is. You type that in yourself. You type that in yourself, and you can check that out. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to move on. Here's another one. Here's another one. It's the same guy, same boy. It's just bearing witness to what I just read you. Okay? This here's a little bit more in depth. 911 call. It's telling you the one that called him drowned. It seemed like they had more. You just read this yourself. All right? Just read this yourself. Let me see which one is this. All right, right here. It's the top one. You see that right here. Right here at the top. All right, now I'm gonna move on. I went over that. Dr. Jamil, okay. And this is something else to say on. Black kids go missing at a higher rate than white kids. Why is everything bad? Always got something to do with us. Black women got a higher death in the hospital during pregnancy. Okay, black babies. Let me show you this. Why they done hit my mind twice. Ain't that something? Black babies are more likely to live when treated by black doctors. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Y'all think this is just some coincidence? Black more likely to survive after cared for by black doctors. The mothers are more likely to die giving birth in the hospital. That's why when I'm there, somebody I know there, I'm asking these doctors questions. I'm asking them why is they on this. I'm telling the doctors. I've done this. They have an allergic reaction, and I've looked up this medicine, and that is one of the side effects of the medicine. That's why they are having an allergic reaction. Why do I, with a 12th grade education, got to tell the doctor I know the medicine that they giving somebody I'm here to see is giving them allergic reaction, and then they come in and take them off the medicine? You got to let these devils know you watching them. You got them phones in your hands. Look up the side effects of these medicines that they're giving your loved ones in the hospital. If they're giving them potassium, look up the harmful side effects of potassium. If your loved ones start acting strange all of a sudden, don't sit back and say it's nothing. Let them devils know you watching. That they may have to answer some questions. They may be looking at a lawsuit. They may be looking at jail time. Stay on these devils' neck. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. There you go. You ain't got to take that. It is. Something negative always more affecting black folk. With the incarceration rate always affecting black folks more. The drug bust. The negativity on the television set. The poverty. But we supposed to be calm. We supposed to just let everything go. We supposed to forgive. These folks they ain't asking for no forgiveness. Number two, they ain't brought forth fruits of repentance. What does that mean? That means they haven't changed their habits. When a person don't ask for forgiveness and they don't change or repent from their ways, they're not eligible for forgiveness. That's why people going to hell on Judgment Day. Nevertheless, all right, let me show you this. Missing kids of color. All right. About 14% of U.S. children are black, but black kids account for more than a third of the missing cases. I want y'all to notice this pattern. Notice they're counting Hispanics as white people. Anybody. That you said, why they do that? That's why Biden is trying to get these immigrants over here. So the more the resources, remember, that's the whole lie that they say about doing a census. Because if you got a bunch of, according to your population, you get more resources. Like, say, for instance, more money go to, say, for instance, the predominant black school. That's the way they're supposed to work, but that ain't how it goes. But while you boosting it, bring these immigrants in and calling them white, that's another topic, but I'm just showing you the ways that they got. All right. Okay. Here's another. Hold on. It was something else. Let me go back. One of these pages right here, I think. I did read this. It was some more. One of them mentioned Kendrick. Was it this one? Yeah, this is it right here. This is a black gay man that he died and his organs were missing. We'll see what's the brother's name. What's the brother's name? Let me see. Ryan Singleton. Ryan Singleton. Let me type his name in and see what we get. I'm showing y'all how to do research. Okay. I'm gonna type in organs. Get to the point. And there you go right there. There you go right here. Now he figured out how to kill himself and harvest his own organs. Ain't that amazing? What is this? My internet's getting slowed down. What are y'all? The internet getting slowed down? Maybe it's my pop-up blocker. All right. Maybe the pop-up blocker. What is the murder story of Ryan Singleton? Who killed him? And why did All right. It's the black man. I got pop-up blockers. He was trying to be a model. He was a model. But there you go. There you go. Here's another one. Here's this brother, this young brother here, fooling around with white people, and they say it. That's why I try to educate you. Now, if you choose to go around them, that's your business. I don't hate white folk. They gonna fight to protect you, or are they fighting to protect your rights now? He ended up dead, and his organs missing. Let me get off them pictures. His organs missing. See, this is a phenomenon going on, according to white people, that we done learned how to do what no one else in history has done, and that is to commit suicide or kill ourselves and harvest our own organs. Now, the feds and the CIA gonna have to track down the money to see who bought the organs. Let me get off of here. I done got in my tirade, but let me get off of here. I want y'all to start asking these devils questions. We are at war, and you are drafted whether you want to be or not. You said, what does that mean? That means you're not safe just because you're doing nothing. You're not safe because you are ignorant. You're probably more likely to be killed because you don't know what's going on, because you are not watching. I'm doing you a service. I'm doing you a service. Anytime these folks do these things to our children, men and women, that's what it is. It's warfare. That's what it is. Our people are so asleep that they are literally waiting on these devils to announce that the race war is on. You waiting on them to announce that the race war has started. But what was that when they put us in these ships, brought us over here, and forced us to do slave wages for free? That was warfare. That's what happens in times of war. What happens when you destroy black towns and steal all their wealth and kill off the men and rape the women? That's what happened in times of war. It's been going on since we've been here, but somehow we waiting on them to announce the war. Wake up, family. Let me get out of here. Y'all take care. Share the video. Love y'all. I'm going to try to do some more. Let me see what these comments got going on. I appreciate the mods and the comments. Love y'all. Keep your eyes open. And stay vigilant, family. Stay vigilant. Look in the description box. That's where you can find me at. All right? Shalom.